Right. So in the last day 28 module, we've learned about some of the popular Python libraries. Now day 29, so I want you to have a list of Python resources even whenever you are stuck, whenever you want to learn some concept in depth. Sometimes AI may also not be able to explain you in the right way, right? So then what is your next go-to option, right? So you need to have a bunch of resources at your ease, so that whenever you are stuck at some point, you still are capable of overcoming those kind of challenges, right? So I'll start with some very simple websites where you can learn Python in structured format, in with lots of examples, right? So this day 29 is all about some popular Python resources, right? So let's see what are the top ones of popular Python resources, right? So I'll mention some of the uh, things that I used to learn Python. So first one, I would recommend W3 Schools. It is probably well compiled and like, for example, okay, you can see you directly have Python, right? Now just look at on the left hand side, right? So everything is quite structured, from all the way from intro to data types, numbers, functions, lambdas, arrays. We've already covered most of these. They have a separate one for Python, Matplotlib, separate one for machine learning, then Python MySQL, Python MongoDB, right? So all references as well, right? So this is probably a very good place to start with. So this is called W3 Schools. So I'm also pasting the URL right here as well. So this is the first one. Then next one is Geeks for Geeks. So this one is also really good. Like I used to use their website for all my interview prep and all kinds of questions, right? So you can go through them, right? So they have lots of content, and good thing is this content writers are all students and people who are using Python extensively, right? So for high level coding competition, some competition winners, so those are the guys who are writing all of these articles, right? So you should definitely check out Geeks for Geeks. It's a very famous website, Geeks for Geeks, right? So these are good. Now, so David, what else? Yes, tutorials point, this is also very famous one, right? So you should definitely check this out. So all of these are good for practicing, right? Now there should be some sites where you want to test yourself, right? Now the first popular one that I would highly recommend is HackerRank. So they have lot of very good problems in Python. You can earn badges like as well, right? So like, and you can pick basic problems or easy problems or only to particular topic. So they have problems like topic wise and difficulty wise. Okay, so this is one of the best sites. Like a lot of companies use, even Paytm, all the big companies, Zomato, they use HackerRank as a platform to uh, to test your first round of interview, right? So via coding test or something, right? So this is definitely best place to get started with your testing skills in Python. So this is one. Then there is LeetCode, one of people's favorite one across the world, not just in India. Companies like Google, Uber, Adobe, all of these big companies use LeetCode. So it's the go-to platform for, like, you can see, so it has a lot of problems. It's whenever I find time, I try to do it. But during my interview days, I used to solve at least one LeetCode problem a day, right? So that is a good way of keeping up with consistency, right? Because when you do things every day, right, so then you start uh, preparing yourself for the next problem, right? That way you learn better and better every single day. So LeetCode is highly recommended, especially if you are aiming for top roles in very big companies for like insane amount of salaries, right? So I'm pasting these links also. HackerRank is one, then Lead Code is another, then last one is CodeChef. So this is also a very popular platform, especially in India. It's an Indian company, right, so which has like so popularized like coding, especially in college. Like lots of these students use CodeChef, right? So conducts competitions across India and across the world as well, right? So weekly, monthly, college-wise competitions, all of these happen. So these would be my websites for reading and these sites for testing, right? So this I'll mention this also. This is for reading, and this is for testing your skills. And last but not the least, I would also recommend a YouTube channel as well. So I don't have too many recommendations. I follow only one guy. He's called the New Boston. I used to follow him all the way from my college days, and I still, right, so go back to his videos to watch some of the basic tutorials, right? So, but nowadays there are lots of these channels, but I'm just telling you my personal experience. Like Edureka, all of these are also there, but this is what I would prefer, right? So yes, so reading, testing, and YouTube, right? So yes, what are you waiting for? You should go ahead and get started with learning, testing, or watching something. All right, so see you in the next module.